Hi, I'm Nicola Mackenzie, founder, mortgage and insurance specialist here at DM Mortgages. And in today's video, I will be talking to you about places you should avoid going to get mortgage advice. So stay tuned to find out more. Now, before we get into the detail of today's video, I want you to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell if you've not already, because that way it means that you will not miss any more property, mortgage and finance related videos. Now, here at DM Mortgages, we don't monetize this channel, and we do that to give you the best viewing experience. So in return, when the time comes to look at your mortgage or remortgage options or insurance options, then make sure that you head over to our website, which is dm.mortgage, and there you can book in for a free appointment with a member of our fully qualified mortgage advice team. Now, it's also worth me mentioning that this video is part of a whole playlist dedicated to helping you understand more about mortgage advice and the benefits of getting mortgage advice, when you should get it, how you should get it. So make sure that you check out the rest of the videos in this playlist. And it's also part of a bigger series of videos that's about helping you to prepare to buy a property. So make sure that you check out all of the other playlists in the series as well. Now, firstly, let's look at sourcing your mortgage online. Now, this is a no-go in my opinion, because comparison sites just do not give you advice. When you're buying a property, there are so many potential pitfalls and costly mistakes that you can make outside of just making sure that you've got the right mortgage. Things from negotiation. What happens if the property gets downvalued? What happens if a survey brings back something that you don't like? How do you deal with those situations in the most efficient way? That's what a mortgage advisor, us here at DM Mortgages, are here to do, not just find you the right mortgage, but also guide you through the steps of buying a property, because it's a very complex one. You also have to bear in mind though that if you're sourcing a mortgage online, the criteria of each lender varies massively, and lender criteria can be difficult to navigate because it changes very frequently and there is so much of it. So something in your situation that you might see as a minor thing, a lender might decline you for. So for example, if you're buying a flat, with some lenders, it's not possible if that flat is above 5 stories, or they'll decline an application if it has a communal balcony. Some lenders will decline a mortgage application if there is spray foam insulation in the roof. There are so many things to lender criteria, guys, that it is not just about getting the most competitive rate. And more importantly, when you're looking at comparison sites, it's not even about getting the best rate of interest, because the way that we would compare mortgage deals is looking at the overall true costing of the product. It's not just about the interest rate. You have to weigh up what fees come with that deal, what charges, what conditions come with that mortgage deal. And these are all things that you're going to find it difficult to navigate through when you're using an online portal or an online website. Now, next, let's talk about estate agents or builders, my favorite topic. And you should avoid. Now, I've also done a video specifically on this topic, a whole video about it, but I just want to summarize it for the purposes of today. Now, when you go to view a property at an estate agent or a builder, if it's a new build, obviously they're going to be helpful in showing you the range of properties that are available. But what they're also going to do in many cases is try to pressure you to use their in-house services. Now, the problem with that is that they have a vested interest in closing the deal. Closing the deal, I mean by that, encouraging you or doing everything that they can to make sure that you buy that property. So therefore, it's immediately a conflict of interest, because that advice cannot be independent and impartial if you're getting that advice from somebody that's aim is also to sell you the property that they have on their books. Now, one of the other points to raise about in-house estate agents and builders is that often they'll say that they are independent, but in some cases, they're still dealing with only a very small pool of lenders and or insurers. So for example, Connells are a very prominent high street estate agent. they can only get access to Aviva as an insurer. So if you're arranging your mortgage protection through them with your mortgage, you're going to be severely limited in terms of the options available to you. Aviva, whilst they offer a great product, it's not suitable for everybody. And also your negotiation power, again, is compromised. So if you're putting in an offer and you've used the in-house advisors, if they know that you can go up to £500,000 because they've done an affordability assessment on you, but you're trying to get the property for £470,000, again, that information is potentially going to go against you, because if they know you can afford more, then that again could be a reason for the seller to say, no, I'm not going to accept that lower offer actually, because I know that you can afford more. So there are just so many reasons why it's just not a good idea to use in-house estate agents, mortgage advice and builders, despite what they try and tell you. And as well, it's worth you being aware that some agents put an unfair amount of pressure on buyers and force them to use their in-house services. So you just have to be very, very careful. Here at DM Mortgages, we truly are independent and impartial, and we're here to help you, to give you an unbiased viewpoint on the properties that you're buying and make sure that we're looking out for you. We've got your best interests at heart throughout this process. As a viewer of this channel, I assume that you're considering purchasing a property in the near future. So it's important for you to know that DM Mortgages are an award-winning team of fully qualified mortgage brokers that provide advice to clients all over the UK. Now, we spend countless hours making free content for YouTube and other social media platforms to help to give you guys sound and useful information to make sure that you're in the best position to make informed decisions. To support this channel, when the time comes for you to consider your mortgage options, we want you to book a free online mortgage appointment with a member of our fully qualified mortgage advice team. Because without your help and support, keeping this channel going simply isn't possible. Now, we searched thousands of mortgage products from high street and specialist lenders to find the right deal for your circumstances. And we also provide a free will writing service to every DM client. So head over to dm.mortgage and book in for a free mortgage appointment when the time comes. And also make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you find the content useful. But for now, let's get back to the video. Now let's talk about going directly to a high street bank or a specialist bank actually. And I'm talking here even your own bank. So if you have a current account with a bank where you just automatically head to that bank to get a mortgage. Now I would avoid doing that. And the reason I would avoid doing that is because bank staff are only able to provide information about their own mortgage products. So if you're only going to one bank, yet there's 100 other banks to choose from, there is no way that you can guarantee that on the first attempt you are going to get the right deal for your situation, because one bank's only going to have a small pool of options available compared to the rest of the market. Now again, where you've gone to one bank, they are not going to tell you if there's a bank down the road that offers better offers and better products. So it's an incredibly biased way for you to get mortgage advice. And also they may or likely are going to be pushing their own products over others in the market, even if those other products are better. Now, also worth me mentioning that loyalty means nothing when you're getting a mortgage. So often people are under the false illusion that if they go through their own bank, they'll be privy to some special kind of service. And actually, usually the opposite is true. Banks will often incentivize new customers over their existing ones because they don't need to incentivize you by virtue of the fact that you're already a customer. So yeah, you just need to do not assume you're going to get a better deal because you work with the bank, because often it's quite the opposite. We here at DM Mortgages are also representative of the whole of the market. So we use a wide panel of lenders and products that are representative of the whole of the market. It gives us access to thousands of mortgage deals, and that includes exclusive mortgage deals as well. So where you bank with Barclays, for example, or NatWest as an example as well, we have access to those banks, but we also have access to many, many more banks. So it definitely is really important to make sure that you're not just directly going to one bank. Now, next I want to talk about taking mortgage advice from friends, family, or financial influencers that are not qualified mortgage advisors, okay? Now, while your friends and family mean well, they probably do mean well, but they may not be experts on mortgages, and they may provide advice to you that's not accurate or relevant to your situation. Just because your friend has access to a really great mortgage deal, that doesn't mean that that mortgage deal is right for your situation. Also, it doesn't mean that you're eligible for the same deal as your friend. It's important to get advice from a fully qualified mortgage advisor, like us here at DM Mortgages, who can provide you with comprehensive, accurate and unbiased advice, because we're in the mortgage market day in and day out. We know how the criteria is changing. We know what the market looks like. You know, that's what we do day in, day out. So with all due respect, friends and family might mean well, but if they're not qualified mortgage advisors, then I wouldn't really take their advice when it comes to getting a mortgage, is the reality. Financial influencers as well, they're not at the forefront of the mortgage market. They cannot necessarily see all of the trends that we see. And also there's some information and news that lenders publish that are intermediary only news that don't even get shared with the direct public. Now, I would be avoiding taking mortgage advice from any advisor or anyone that claims to be a mortgage advisor that's not regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority. So the Financial Conduct Authority is a watchdog that regulates financial services, and it's important because you know that if the advisor you're dealing with is regulated, we are regulated by the FCA, so we're monitored and checked regularly to ensure that we're always providing a certain standard of service to our clients. And even though I've been in the financial services industry for 17 years, some of our advisors have been in the industry for 30 years, even 40 years. We're highly experienced as a team. We still have to undergo twice yearly testing, intensive testing, to make sure that we are still able to provide a service above a certain level. And that's what regulation's all about. We're regulated, we can't just advise, you know, we've got to make sure that we are putting our clients central to what we do and providing comprehensive advice. So the team here at DM Mortgages are regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority. You can check if someone's registered or regulated by the FCA by going to the FCA register, and that will tell you. But yeah, really, really important. I wouldn't be taking any advice from any mortgage advisor or anyone that's not regulated by the FCA. So in this video, I've spoken a lot about who to avoid getting mortgage advice from. Who should you not avoid getting mortgage advice from? Us here at DM Mortgages, of course. So make sure that when the time comes for you to look at your mortgage or remortgage options, that to show your support for this channel and the good quality content that we're putting out, that you head over to our website, which is dm.mortgage, and there you can book in for a free of charge mortgage appointment with a member of our fully qualified mortgage advice team, because our mortgage advice service is incredibly comprehensive. We will provide you with advice right up until the completion. We do have a panel that's representative of the whole of the market, and we are here to take the stress away from you by guiding you through the house buying or remortgage process. That includes everything from negotiation to even providing a complimentary will writing service, and helping you to arrange any associated insurances with your transaction as well. So it's really important that you get mortgage advice from a qualified mortgage professional, and we're here to help provide you with an unbiased and independent service. So I hope that video has been useful. Make sure that you check out the other videos in the playlist, because this is one part of a whole playlist dedicated to helping you understand mortgage advice, but also helping you to prepare to buy a property. Also, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you never miss any future uploads from us. And that's everything for today's video.